Okay, I'm going to keep this PFD on for the remainder of the video. It's good to get accustomed to moving in this when customers come down and when you're going to ride your PWC. It's just good to have it conform to yourself, able to move with it on so you're not uncomfortable on the water. It's good to just get the feel for it. What we're going to do now is reiterate what we did in a dry aspect a moment ago and show you in a wet aspect the characteristics and the responses that the machine's going to do while in the water. We're about 3/4 into the water off of the slip now. We're going to start it up and we're going to show some steering aspects on what actually happens. Again, safety lanyard in, just for the kill switch, start the machine up. Water is going to be pulled into the intake rate on the bottom of the ski, and at an idle speed, at an idle RPM, without touching the throttle, which is right here, that's your gas. At an idle speed, water is going to shoot out the back, and the stream is going to come up just at idle speed. As you can see, now that we've covered that, I'm going to engage the reverse. What you're going to see happen, if you want to just come on this end and take a shot. Once I engage the reverse, that clamshell is going to go over the spout, and you're going to see a bunch of foam and a bunch of bubbles are going to go forward. This is how that thrust is redirected to the forward of the craft to slow you down. As you can see, all that water pressure is redirected forward into the sides of the machine, which will pull the machine in reverse. The steering, you'll notice when I turn the handlebars how the ski's going to pivot on the slips in the water. That's one way. I would turn to the right. As you can see, the nozzle and the thrust going that way. Apply some throttle, and the machine will go the other way. Okay. That's how it moves in the water. That's the steering. To the right and to the left. Again, the reverse. This is just to slow you down from the slow speed. Do just about to stop it. It's not great. Okay, another aspect to remember, another safety feature, is when you're on the PWC, on the craft, whenever you're going to steer or turn, or make a U-turn or a small turn, any movement to the sides, it's very important, not just for common sense reasons, but strictly for safety. Always look first before you turn. It's very easy to forget this and not to get into a good habit, and it can be a serious mistake which you don't want to get into. Okay, you're moving at a decent amount of speed. They cover a lot of ground in a very short amount of time. In a matter of seconds, you can cover hundreds of feet. If you have a buddy riding next to you or coming up on your side that you don't know is there when you turn, you can have a collision which you want to avoid. Most injuries on PWCs result from collisions more than anything else, more than falling off, more than slipping off. Most of them are happening because of collisions. If you can take the proper steps and get into good habits to avoid and prevent the collisions, you're a step ahead of the game and you'll have a better experience and a better time. So, basic habit is look before you turn. It's quite simple. It's look before you turn. Whether you're moving at 10 knots, 20, 30, 50, look first. Make sure the coast is clear, then you turn. Look the other way. Coast is clear, then you turn. Take a second in between. It only takes a second to be safe. Also remember that if you're not applying any throttle, not full, but if you're not applying any throttle, you won't be able to turn. So you look first, whether you're moving or stationary, you look first, turn the handlebars where you want to go, and give it some throttle. That's going to shoot the stream out, point the front of the vessel to where you want to turn, and it's going to have you going, which we're going to cover out in the water as well. We're going to go out with 2 PWCs and film this out there as well to give you a better understanding of what's involved and what to expect. Again, look first, then turn. Do not do this, because once you turn and you didn't look first, it's too late. You don't want that. Other thing to remember, while you're out on the water, whether in a rental capacity with us or on your personal watercraft or anywhere else you might ride, stay away from other riders, other vessels, land. Stay a minimum of 100 feet away from all other objects in the water. It's very important. Always operate in a safe speed. Definition of a safe speed is applied to the area that you're in. If you're in a congested area, even though there's no speed limits in that area, normally, if there's a lot of vessel congestion, you do not want to go too fast where you can crash into somebody or hurt yourself. And off we go.